Hey y'all, it's Farmer Mima, and today I'm getting my life together. How many of y'all are ready to get your life back together? Have you been falling apart lately? Because I've been falling apart. I keep playing peekaboo with social media, and it's time to start playing Red Rover. I'm going to start, good Lord willing, and the creeks don't rise, posting more often. Many of you know, my life has just been kind of turned upside down recently. My dad has dementia, and my sisters and I are taking turns. We're trying to keep him at home, and we're just trying to keep him safe and fed and make sure he gets his medicine when he needs it and all that stuff. And so I go over to my mom and dad's house 5 days a week, and every third week, 4 days a week, my sisters and I rotate, and so that's what I do. And there are many days where I go over there twice in one day because stuff happens. And even though I don't really live that close, I live closer than anyone else, and so it's kind of crazy. And so that's kind of how my life has been consumed lately. I feel like when this is all said and done, I could open a business on securing your home and keeping your home safe when you have someone with dementia living in your home and you're trying to keep them home as long as possible, because you don't want them to go into a nursing home. And to be honest, so many people go into a nursing home and pass away so quickly after that. That's not what we want for my dad. That's not how we want, him to live out the rest of his days. And sorry, y'all, potholes. If you've ever driven through Arkansas, especially I-30, we're probably known for potholes and bad roads as much as we're known for catfish and all that good stuff. So anyway, I'm on my way right now to get some chicken feed. I'm trying to get my life together. Did I mention that? I have, and here's okay, you guys, you know that I have a history of, I take supplements. I'm a firm believer in supplements for the things that you need that your body for whatever reason doesn't give you. I have the MTHFR gene variant. They have upgraded it from a mutation to a variant because so many of us have it. But because of this variant, my body cannot detox, and so I need to take my supplements. And I've been off of my supplements for a while, and I took my B complex, which has methylfolate and methyl B12 for the gene variant, and I also took glutathione, which is your body's biggest, strongest antioxidant, which means it helps. You need to take it if you're taking the others just to help finish the process of detoxing, because you more than likely don't have enough of glutathione anyway. So I'm starting to wonder if maybe it was the glutathione that helped me to be in the state of mind that I am in. Well, the supplements that I took last night to help me be in the state of mind that I'm in today, because I've been a bit sluggish lately and just not able to really do anything. And it could be the whole menopause thing, it could be the ADHD thing, it could be the stress of going to my parents 5 days a week when my dad has dementia and usually does not know who I am. And there's just so much I want to share, and I just don't feel like I have the wherewithal, and so I'm working on that. But anyway, so I took my supplements last night, and after I'd taken them, and I don't know that they worked that fast. I'm looking in the wrong place, y'all. But after I took my supplements last night, I started looking over. I'm just like, I feel like, okay, I've got to get my life together. I have worked on this for so long, and I was flipping through my bullet journal, which I love. That's kind of the planner that works for me, because if I flake out and go a couple of months without doing my planner, nothing's wasted, because I create it as I go, and I can pick up where I left off. So I was looking, and 2 years ago, in May of 2020, I wrote down all of these goals and plans, and I was just like, I still have all of these goals and plans, and I've not really made any, because I was gonna make a full list starting today. What all are my goals and my plans? And I couldn't even think of or put into words the things that I really wanted to do. And so I started flipping back through my bullet journal and found this in May of 2020. It's so perfectly verbalized or recorded all of the things that I still want to do and haven't done yet 2 years later. And so this year, my word for the year is actualize, which is making real, making all of the stuff that I'd been planning to do, wanting to do, real. And a lot of what's been getting in my way, like I said, Red Rover to break through, what's in my way is my own self-doubt, and somehow I started believing that I needed to do things the way other people do things. And that killed the creativity in doing things. And so that kind of squashed my ability to think, because it was like I wasn't allowing myself to think outside the box, which is where I think. I don't think inside the box. And so I'm trying to switch over into doing things my own way. And I've been finding more and more examples in my own life of the systems that are working for me that I created. Things that I did my way that have worked and have given me the most joy and the least amount of stress. And so I've this new energy and new charge in my life that hopefully is going to carry on. I'm going to keep taking my supplements, and I'm going to just really work harder on getting healthier and following through, y'all. I made my turmeric paste to start drinking my turmeric milk or golden milk. I was so proud of myself for making it, and it has sat in my refrigerator, and I've not had a single cup of golden milk from the turmeric paste that I made, and it is probably bad now. I'm going to have to start all over from scratch, and that's just the way my life is right now, because I get so wrapped up in trying to meet my parents' needs, along with my, me and my sisters constantly kind of seeing the holes in the net that we need to keep changing and what we're doing, and then, trying to feed my parents and make sure that they have food that they like, but also food that, like, my dad has tremors and he has dementia, and so something he can hold in his hand that's nutritious, that he enjoys, has just consumed my life. And they are not keto. I wish they were. I do fix keto dishes for them sometimes, and they love them, and that makes my heart happy. My son, who is a picky eater and is not keto and never has been keto, when I make keto chicken patties that I've done a video of, he loves those. And so these are things that I've been working on, but I just feel like I'm constantly in such a hurry to get things done while I'm feeling like I have the capacity to get them done, that I don't feel like I have the time to do the setup to record. And I want to record more. I'm going to record more. But like I said, just, I've been a bit scattered. And when I went back and looked in my bullet journal and saw how everything I needed to do had already been laid out, and I've already created and developed the actual methods and the framework and, like, the bullet journal pages and all of this how-to do it. I just need to do it. It's like all the work has already been done. I just never followed through. And so now I'm to the point where I don't have the mental capacity to create the framework all over again. I'm ready to do it. And luckily I have the framework to do it. So my plan is I'm going to bring you along with me. Good Lord willing, and the creeks don't rise. As I get things done, and I will share with you kind of like when I sat down last night, I planned out my meals, and I also planned out some big moves that I'm going to do this week. I'm giving myself the framework of this week. And so I may do one every day, but each one is kind of a needle mover, if you know what I mean. It's something that's going to move me forward, and work on, and it may be working on my homestead. It may be working on my just whole YouTube adventure. It may be, and blogging and all of that stuff. It may be working on being healthy and all of that. So every day I'm going to do something that is going to move me forward in some area of my life that I've identified. And, I'd encourage you to do the same. If there is a big dream that you have or something you've always wanted to do, but you haven't done it yet, it's not going to just fall in your lap someday. If you don't spend some time every day doing something, then either you don't want it bad enough, or it's just never going to happen. And so you have to actively pursue those goals that you have. And that's has always been one of my downfalls or pitfalls. And like right now, there's a notification popping up telling me to water my seedlings and my plants that I have not planted yet. But I set up a reminder, a list of habits that notifies me when I'm supposed to do things. And so, like when I wake up in the morning, it's like, have you taken your supplements? Have you moved your body yet? And then it'll tell me, have you made tea? Because my husband and my kids drink tea, and I don't drink tea, so I don't think about making tea. And it prompts me, have you planted anything today? Have you loaded the dishwasher? It tells me all of these habits, all of these things I should do. And I've been ignoring it. I probably set it up a year ago. I put a ton of work into it. Color-coded, timed. It tells me what time I'm supposed to be doing things. But I just blocked it out. So I have all of these systems in place. And I just haven't been following through. And so now is the time. Nothing's going to change if nothing changes. And this is where the rubber meets the road. Where I put the pedal to the metal. Or whatever it is. And I am going to get things done. So I encourage you to find some, identify those goals that you have, or those things you've been longing to do, but you keep saying, well, someday. That someday is never going to come unless you start taking steps. And so I would encourage you, if you want to wait till tomorrow, the first day of a month, do it. Do it now. Don't wait any longer, especially if it has to do with getting healthy or getting prepared. Do it now. Because let me tell you, I waited too long to get healthy. I got healthy, but then before I really got full into it and got finished in my journey, and my body had a time to kind of calibrate, I hit menopause, and all bets were off. And I'm hoping that I'm coming to the end of this whole thing. Very soon we can, cross our fingers. But, it's harder to get healthy during menopause and maybe after menopause. I don't know about after menopause yet because I'm not there. But I know it was a lot easier in 2017 and 18. And then it just, everything just went haywire. So if you're going to get healthy, there's no time like the present. And I would tell you, one of my big motivators is watching my dad, and my mom too, physically, but my dad mentally, and knowing that is my genetics. His grandmother had dementia. He has dementia. His sister had dementia. And my grandmother on my mother's mother, she was 95, 96. She was older. So, but my dad is only 78, almost 79. And I don't want that to be the life I live, because, who wants that? I don't want to put my kids through that, my grandkids through that. And my spouse, my husband, I don't want to put myself through that. I've said for a long time, I want to live to be 100. And I don't want the last 20, 30 years of that to be, and dementia doesn't last that long. But I don't want that. And so if I want to age differently, I need to live differently. And that means reducing my stress, eating the right kinds of foods, avoiding the wrong foods, and just taking better care of myself. And that's my journey. That's my mission. And I am a hot mess on a mission. And hopefully you're going to be seeing more mission and less hot mess in the coming videos. But I love you guys, and I've missed you so much. And I've missed the energy that I'm feeling right now. I've just been blah. I don't know if it was the weather or just not taking good care of myself, but that's going to change. And I hope if you need to take better care of yourself, that you're changing that now too. And I will talk to you soon, hopefully very soon. I love you guys. Bye, y'all.